Well, hello. Thanks for coming back to check out another video. So, I think you can see the bin is in my lap. So we are here today to do our April 2022 empties. I really enjoy sitting down to film these. It's just kind of like a nice way to collect my thoughts and just really decide, like, did I actually like these products or did I not? So I do appreciate your comments and your support. I'm glad to see that you guys are enjoying this. I'm not going to ramble too much further. It's just an empties video. There's no real need for an introduction, right? But like with every empties video, I will of course leave the chapters for you guys so that you can skip around. We're going to do hair care, body care, skin care, makeup. All of that will be down below. My feelings are not hurt if you are just here for the makeup because that is the most exciting part. So I'm going to get this a little bit more organized and we will first do hair care. Okay, so like I said, we're going to start with hair care, and I only have 3 hair care items for you guys. So the first one is a dry shampoo. I'm pretty sure I had a dry shampoo last time. Like, I have been trying to do really well about washing my hair once a week at least, and some weeks are better than others, and then I fall off the horse and I'm like, let's just live off dry shampoo for the rest of our lives. So this is from Not Your Mother's. This is the Clean Freak Tapioca Dry Shampoo in the scent Warm Sugar. I like this one. I like to use this after I finish off the coconut texturizing one just because, like, the coconut scent, while I enjoy it, I need like a little bit of a break from it. So this one is fine. This one does the job. I don't notice like any like cast in my hair. Now granted, my hair is much lighter than some other people's, so that probably plays into it too. But I really like the line of Not Your Mother's dry shampoos. Those would be my favorite, like the ones I would recommend hands down. The only reason I would prefer the texturizing one, which is the coconut scent, over this one a little bit is just because with the texturizing one, I feel like it gives my hair like a little bit of volume, whereas this one doesn't really add anything extra to it except for, you know, obviously make it look a little less greasy. So, but yeah, first hair care empty. So the next one we will talk about is a hair mask that I have finished off. So this is from Briogeo. Maybe I can bring this in for you. This is one of their little guys. It's a superfoods hair mask. So it's the avocado kiwi, and it's to moisturize your hair. So the size of this is 2 fluid ounces or 59 mils. It was fine. It wasn't like terrible, but it wasn't like my favorite. I didn't feel like this was enough for my hair. I still felt like even after doing this hair mask, like my hair tended to be a little bit more on the drier side, and I had to put in a little bit more leave-in conditioner than I do if I use like a different brand's hair mask. So I wouldn't like go out and repurchase these. I do have another one of these in my hoarding closet, but I'll probably wait a little while until we get like in the dead of summer, because I just find that in the dead of summer, I need a lot less moisture just all over my body. So that might be the best time to pull that one out. But yeah, it wasn't something that I super enjoyed or would recommend. I mean, I guess if you have like really thick hair and you find that you just need like a little bit of moisture, I would seek it out, maybe try it, maybe it would work for you. But if you're like me and your hair is very like just sucks any kind of moisture, it needs all the help it can get, it feels like dry straw, then I would stay away from that one. The other item I have is also from Briogeo. So this is their Scalp Revival like coconut pepperminty scalp scrub. This is lovely. I really did enjoy this. This has a nice peppermint scent. It's not like bam in your face. Like it's manageable. It's tolerable. I will not be repurchasing this though. So this is the second tub that I've used back to back. And when I was at Sephora, the girl told me that your scalp can get used to things. So my scalp definitely got used to this. Like I just found that this didn't work as well as it did like when I first started using it. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break from it. It's not to say that I won't ever come back to it. I have found that this is the best scalp scrub in my opinion because it's got a more like fine grit texture to it. So you really feel like it does scrub your scalp and like exfoliate it, but it's easy to wash out. I don't ever find like that I have to stand under the water for like an extended length of time to get this to wash out. Like it rinses nicely. Now it does dry your hair out a little bit after you do rinse it out. Like it does feel like a little bit lifeless and just kind of really coarse. But yeah, I do greatly enjoy this. So it would be something that I would consider picking up down the road. All right, so let's do nail care. I only have 3 nail care things. So this first one is a box of impressed nails. Look, you guys, it's completely empty and it's got dog hair all over it. Dog hair is my life. So this box is completely empty. I was able to use every single nail from in here. Really happy about that. This was from the, like, they did a collab with Jess Conte, I guess. I'm not sure who that was, but she came out with some really cute nails. So this was the ones where they had like the little flowers on them and like the yellow nails that I was wearing throughout like the month. So yeah, really happy to be down another box of impressed nails. Then I also have a Kiss brush on nail glue that I have finished off. Now these impressed nails, they do have like the little sticky pad on them, and you're not really supposed to use nail glue, but I use nail glue with them because then I find that they last for like, at least I would say I get like 10 to 14 days out of them. Whereas if I don't put a nail glue on with them, I don't even get a week's worth of use out of them. So I'm gonna continue to use the nail glue even though the instructions say you're not supposed to. And then the other thing that I have is from Kiss. So this is the glue off instant like nail removal. I know like the thing is like hanging down here, so it's a little bit hard to like see the label, but this has like this interesting like little tip on it that you use to like get up under the fake nail, and then you like kind of tilt it and some of this like liquidy stuff comes out, and it really does a good job of like breaking up the nail glue and the remnants. Like it's really easy to just get these fake nails off. Before discovering that, I was just going at it caveman style, we'll say, and you know, kind of biting them. That's really gross to admit to the internet, but that's what I did. I feel like body care and skincare are always like my biggest like categories for the empties. So we're gonna do body care. The first one I will show you is from Patchology. Haley, speak. This is their Posh Peel Pedicure Gently Exfoliating like little foot mask. So you put this on, like you wash your feet and then you put this on and you let this sit. It comes with like the little socks, you know, like a foot mask, but you let this sit for like 60 to 90 minutes, then you take it off and then you wash your feet. And in 5 to 10 days, your feet are gonna peel like a snake skin. Really gross, but really effective for helping get those like dry, cracked, rough heels looking a lot better. So this went on sale during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and I picked up 2 of them because I know I like them so much. This is not a product that you use like back to back to back. You take like a 3 to 4 month or even more, just depending on like, do you need it at the 3 to 4 month mark? Some people don't, but you have to at least put like a 3 to 4 month period because it is like a intense chemical kind of peeling thing for your feet. So that's why I picked up 2. I know that I love it. And then I've got like my next one for when I need to, you know, probably again in the summertime, address my feetsies. So I have one perfume in here. So this is from Fortune Cookie Soap. This is their Crafty Carver perfume. I believe that this was from their Brave box that they did. I got this in a get what you get bag. You know, I love mystery boxes and mystery bags. You put that out there and Haley's gonna buy it. So I did get this. It was fine. It was a great scent. This one did not smell like alcohol-y in any way like some of the other Fortune Cookie Soap fragrances that I have smelled like alcohol. Like I don't think they're bad, but they're just formulated differently. This one was very much like a cucumber mint, like clean spring scent, you know? It was really nice. I found that the Fortune Cookie Soap body sprays, they're fine. Like they last like, you know, a good while, but they're not like the best. Does that kind of make sense? I would still recommend them if you find a scent that really like sparks your fancy. Get it, try it out. Like they are good, but they're not like gonna last all day and be that impactful. You know what I mean? Okay, another item from Fortune Cookie Soap. This was from this year's Easter box. So this is the My Pet Unicorn Bath Bomb. I just saved the little plasticky thing that it came in. I did take a picture of it for you guys because it was so cute. Like their bath bombs always look really cute. This did have like a little bit of like glitter in the unicorn's like horn, and I think a little bit of glitter in like the hair, like the mane and stuff. So I did find some glitter residue in my bath after using this, and there were some like pink coloring dyes to the unicorn's hair, and it stained my tub a little bit, but I was able to like clean it and wipe it down. Like it wasn't that big of a deal, but just in case like you're interested in getting a bath bomb from them, if there is color to it in any way and you don't want to deal with that, I would probably just stay away from it because I did experience those things. But overall, the bath bomb itself was really nice and lovely. The scent was like a kind of like a grapefruity fruity floral scent, and it was just really nice and relaxing. Like, you know, sometimes you just need that de-stressing moment in your bath. All right, let's get the 3 body scrubs out of the way. I don't know, some months I seem to like blow through body scrubs and other months I don't. I think it depends too on like, am I wearing more dresses? Am I shaving my legs more frequently? Things like that. So this first one is from Bath & Body Works. This is their Sunshine Mimosa scent. This is one of their foaming sugar body scrubs. The scent of this is like, it definitely has that champagne, like bubbly notes that they tend to put in certain items, but it very much has like the orange scent to it. And that the orange scent is more powerful than that like champagne-y scent. So I really did enjoy this. I think this was a great like refreshing, get you out of all of those like darker, moody scents that you tend to gravitate towards in the winter time. Like really awaken your senses, like get you in the mood for spring kind of thing, you know? Their foaming sugar scrubs from Bath & Body Works are the most abrasive ones that they have within their line. They are not the most abrasive body scrub. Tree Hut is the most abrasive, but out of Bath & Body Works, I do enjoy their foaming sugar scrubs more than anything else that they have. So this is from Tree Hut. This is their Shea Sugar Scrub in the scent Coconut Lime. I believe this was a free like gift with purchase. I think I ordered 2 more shaving oils from them, and I think I got this and maybe a body butter for free. I'm not really sure. I do know this was free, but anyway, coconut lime scent. This is a staple within their collection, and I had always like just hesitated to get it because I thought it would be too like sickly sweet, like pina colada type stuff, you know, and would just like give me a headache in the shower. But this was actually quite lovely. The coconut and the lime really played well together, and it wasn't like super sickly sweet, you know. It was just, it smelled real, if that makes sense. So yeah, Tree Hut does make my favorite scrubs. It'll just be the scrub brand that I continue to repurchase from. If I get stuff from Fortune Cookie Soap, then I'll have it, but I don't think I'm gonna anymore like buy my body scrubs from Bath & Body Works. I think I'm just gonna exclusively be a Tree Hut girl. And just in case you were wondering, this little travel sized guy or like free gifty guy was 2.5 ounces or 71 grams. And I got 1.5 bodies like scrubs out of this. Okay, the last body scrub that I have is the dreaded patchouli one. Again, this came in a get what you get bag from Fortune Cookie Soap. This was from their Beetlejuice line. It was Ghost with the Most. It was patchouli. It was bad. I don't know why I torture myself and smell it every time. So this is one of their foaming sugar scrubs. You can see on the label. They rotate through. They never have like the same scents for very long, but they do always have like body scrubs if you were curious. This is nice. This was fine. Again, not the most abrasive. I would almost say that the I don't know, it's a toss-up because some of the foaming sugar scrubs that I've had from Fortune Cookie Soap have felt more abrasive than the Bath & Body Works one. But this one in particular was not as abrasive as this foaming sugar scrub from Bath & Body Works. So it's really hard to kind of like rank them. Like hands down Tree Hut wins, but it's kind of a toss-up, I guess, since they're a smaller company and it's handmade products, like, you know, in small batches. Like you do run the risk of like having a little bit of minor inconsistencies, but it was still a nice product other than the scent. It really did a good job, I think, of like accomplishing what I wanted to in like scratching off a layer of skin. Okay, so we have a lot of body lotions. So I tend to have multiple lotions out at any one time, and sometimes I will put them back in my hoarding closet halfway used up. That's a problem that we are working through. So it might seem like this is an excessive amount of lotion, but keep in mind, like this one, for instance, I have had out since January on my vanity, and I just used it when I was in the mood for the scent, you know? So Bath & Body Works body cream. This was in the scent Fairy Tale, which, if I'm not mistaken, was pomegranate nectar, fresh orange blossom, vanilla bean, and warm amber. Which I know kind of sounds like this would be more of like a transition into spring scent, but it really worked for like the winter time. I just love the pomegranate and the orange. Like it kind of reminded me of, you know how you'll get like mulberry cider and it has like that kind of scent, or just any type of cider in the winter time. So yeah, I did enjoy this. The other body cream I have from them is the Fresh Coconut and Cotton. This one is very new into my collection. I finished it off quite early on after my mom purchased it for me. It was just such a great coconutty scent, and I it's that time of year, like I'm just really craving coconut. So this was coconut, coastal breeze, and beachside cotton. I think another reason why I plowed through this one is because I have a matching body spray of it. And so if I put that body spray on at night before I lay down for bed, I really like to use this lotion too. But I think these will be the last two body creams that I have finished off until we transition back into the cooler months. Never say never. I might have to pull out one because like today my hands are like super dry and my legs feel really dry. But I think that we are finally going to try to make the transition fully into just body lotions. Okay, so speaking of body lotions, I have one from Bath & Body Works. This was the Sunset Glow. I was working on this in Partners in Cream. This has notes of fresh coconut, sparkling cherry seltzer, dreamy moonflower, and caramelized vanilla. When I tell you that this is my favorite scent of all time, I mean that this is hands down my favorite scent of all time. I think that if I had 10 of these, I think I could wear them back to back to back to back. You know, like it's just such a great scent. It is more like heavy, like late summer, like bonfire, you know, you're outside, like the nights are getting a little bit cooler. But yeah, I just absolutely love it. They discontinued this after one season though. So I do have another full size unopened one in my collection, but I'm going to wait and actually pull that out at the end of summer and just really enjoy that, like that scent, you know? Okay, so the last body care things that I have, it's 4 little tubs. Now, I did not finish off all 4 of these in the month of April. I've actually been working on these since January. So these are from Fortune Cookie Soap. This is their body frosting is what it's called. So this very much looks like cake frosting when you get it. And it's one of those lotions where you like scoop it out and you rub it between your hands and it like warms up and transforms into an oil. Some people don't like that. I really like to use these after, like right after I shave my legs. This is what I'm putting on because I feel like after the exfoliating scrub and everything like that and just the process of shaving, like my body is a little bit more thirsty. So these work great for that. So this was like the little sampler set from their Doctor Who collection. So we had fish fingers and custard, wibbly wobbly timey wimey things, Raggedy Man, and bigger on the inside. They always nail it with their collections. I have to say, I think my favorite scent was fish fingers and custard, which sounds gross, but it was like cinnamon and whipped cream. So yeah, these little guys, I think there's like 2 ounces per container, and surprisingly for it being this small, I got 3 full body applications out of each one. So 3, 6, 9, 12 times that I got to use these, and I feel like that's pretty good, especially since, like I said, I'm only using it after I like shave, and I'm not like, this isn't like a thing that I'm using back to back or on a daily basis. So I get a lot of use out of it. I think that it's a good product, but again, if you're not into that like more oil consistency type moisturizers, stay away from those. Okay, body care was the biggest category by far, but we are going to now talk about skin care. So let's first do the mask. I actually have like a traditional like mud mask to share with you. This is from Carbon Theory. This is their tea tree oil mask. Is that what it is? Charcoal and tea tree oil mineral mud mask. Did not like this. This was like thick, and I would go in and put the thinnest layer that I could of this on my face, and it never fully dried down. It just felt really weird. It was hard to wash off. This definitely stains your tub or your sink or your whatever. Like it leaves like this black residue, and it is hard to scrub this out. Also, like the feeling of this on your face is tingly, but not like an intense tingle, but a tingle, and it never goes away for the whole time that you have this mask on. So it gets like slightly more uncomfortable the longer you wear this. I also didn't notice that this did anything. This did not help combat any type of oiliness. This did not help combat like blackheads or breakouts or just anything that you would expect from that. So I wouldn't recommend this, wouldn't repurchase this. I know Carbon Theory is a brand that you can get at Ulta, and they have a variety of products like toners and cleansing balms and cleansers and then masks. I want to say I had a straight up toner from them as well, and I don't remember liking that either. So I've tried 2 products from them. It's not a brand that I'm going to continue to look at and try to find like skincare items from. So just my personal take on that. All right, and then we have 4 sheet masks. I was able to sheet mask once a week, so that's pretty exciting. So I do have one from Sephora. This is their lychee face mask. This was moisturizing and glow. Really like the moisturizing and glow sheet mask for this time of year. Then I have one from like a Korean, Korean beauty type brand. It's called K Beauty. This was their honey sheet mask. It is supposed to be good for like balancing the skin, so this one was quite lovely. And then I have two from Tony Moly in the brightening, which is the I'm Lemon sheet mask. So I do have to say, you guys have heard me say like, oh, the Sephora ones are the best because they come with the most like essence on them, and I really like to like drip that down my neck and rub it into my chest. These ones from the K Beauty brand, this had the most essence by far. This had way more than the Sephora one. There was so much in here left over that I actually sat this out at my bathroom sink and used the serum for like 2 to 3 nights on my face just to make sure like I, you know, got the full benefit from it. So yeah, that definitely had the most serum. The mask quality was like really nice and soft as well. So yeah, those are the 4 sheet masks that I have finished off this month. All right, let's talk about another fail item. So this is from Kiehl's. This is their creamy avocado eye cream. Avocado eye cream. That's the name, I promise you. So this is empty, as you can see down in there, hopefully. No, just no, pass on it. If you have dry Sahara desert under eyes, I don't think this is it. This is thin, and it's very much a thin consistency. And then as you start to like pat it out, it almost turns into like a water cream, and it is the weirdest thing ever. I pulled this out and started using this. Now, I am not a person who wants to use a daytime eye cream and a nighttime eye cream. That's just a little too much. I will be bougie in other areas of my life, but not eye cream. So I was pulling this out and I was just using it day and night. I got the most severe dry patches on my eyelids, and it was like the kind where you can't really wear like eyeshadow on them because the makeup just like clings to it hardcore. So I had to just switch to using this during the day, go back to my Ole Henriksen eye cream, and really help to clear up those dry patches. So yeah, I would stay away from this. Was not a fan of it. Another item that I have in here, this is kind of a fail, but not kind of a fail. So this is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Water. This is the blue top. They were out of the pink top the last time I went. So I got the all-in-one waterproof. This is supposed to remove the waterproof makeup. This was the only one that they had at my local CVS. They were out of the pink and the green. I think I would have chosen the green one over this one, and rightfully so. This is terrible in comparison to the pink, which is like the holy grail of micellar waters from this Garnier line. The green one is okay. This one is just water and like a waste of money. Like, this does nothing. I know this says that it will remove your waterproof makeup. I do not wear waterproof mascara. What I've been using in the past is the Joa Lash Up Rising Mascara. And then here recently I did open the Maybelline Sky High Volume Mascara. So neither one of those are waterproof. They're both just, you know, drugstore mascaras. It wouldn't remove those. Like, I would go in with my cleansing balm and try to break them down, and there's always like a little bit left over, and I'm trying not to like rub the bejesus out of my eyes, you know? So I get most of it off with my cleansing balm. And then what I'll do is I'll put my micellar water on like the little cotton pad, and I'll hold it over my eye for like a good minute, and then just do a very gentle swipe, and it removes the rest of the mascara very successfully. But not with this one. This, I had to like go back in with the cleansing balm just because it's a gentler, more gentle motion than like scrubbing with the cotton pad, you know? But yeah, just stay away from the blue top. It wasn't good. Wasn't worth it. Last skincare item that we get to ramble on about. This is from The Ordinary. This is their niacinamide with zinc serum. You guys know that I love this. I'm a fan. I've been using this for a few years now. I really do think that with consistent use, now it takes a while, like it takes like 3 to 4 months, but with consistent use, I do feel like this has greatly changed the oiliness of my skin. It's made it much more on the more normal side, we'll say. Even in the summertime, I don't experience the same type of like greasiness that I used to. So this will definitely continue to be a staple in my collection. This is the bigger value size bottle, so I can't exactly remember how many. It's 60 mils in here, or 2 fluid ounces. You can buy the bigger sizes at Sephora and save like, I think $1 to $2, you know, as opposed to getting the little guys. So yeah, I just use this day and night. I used to only use it during the day simply because my nighttime moisturizer had niacinamide in it, but now it doesn't, and so I just use this day and night. I really like the way that the Ordinary serums sink into your skin, and they just make your skin feel like nice and not like tight and dry or like, ugh, you know, so. All right, time for everybody's favorite part. It is the makeup. So let's first talk about this. This is from Beauty Bakery. This is their organic blending egg sponges. These are the little brown ones. I did not use these up in a month, obviously. I think I had this open for over a year, I want to say. This is hands down the best blending sponges I have ever used. They lasted so long. Now I will say one funny thing that I want to point out. I know these are dirty and like covered in makeup, but I think you can tell like this one is very light and then this one's like a medium brown and then this one is like a darker brown. The darker the color, the longer the sponge lasted. Make that make sense to me. These little white ones, the first two, I probably got like a month out of each of them. The little brown ones right here, I would say I probably got like 2 to 3 months. And then these dark brown ones, oh my goodness. I think that I got, out of the last one, I know that we've been here about a year in Tennessee. And so I opened this last one and started using this sponge when we moved into our apartment. So I got about a year alone just out of that one. So yeah, this must have been more closer to like the 2-year mark that it lasted me. But either way, a really great value for 18 bucks. I did repurchase this from Beauty Bakery, but I didn't get the organic set, which is the brown. I got the blue and pink colored eggs just because I wanted to see if there was a difference between them. So yeah, this is my favorite hands down beauty sponge that I have found. Okay, so a fail. This is from ColourPop. This is their Pretty Fresh hyaluronic acid setting spray. You guys know that I was working on this in Deck of Panning and had to take it out because this broke my face out. This made me look like a sweaty grease ball. Was not a good look, not something that I was going for. So how I ended up finishing this off was as a heat protectant in my hair. It was fine. I think it did the job. Like my hair still feels like nice, you know, even after straightening it and putting this in it. But it's not like I wouldn't run out and buy that to use that as a heat protectant, you know? It's meant to be a setting spray and it just didn't work for me. I know it works so well for so many other people, but just not something I would recommend, not something that I would buy, even if you had like dry skin. Like it just literally made you look like a grease ball. So I don't think that, you know, anyone would like it. All right, so I do have a foundation in here. This is my Tarte Face Tape Foundation. I have mine in the shade 16 in Fair Light Neutral. It's a really great shade match for me. I really do enjoy this. This is more of like a, I'll say full coverage foundation, but it doesn't look cakey or heavy. It sets down nicely. It wears nicely. I never found that it settled into like any type of fine lines or anything like that. So I greatly enjoyed it. I do think that they have a pretty decent shade range on this line. I want to say it's like 40 shades if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't hold me to that. It's been a long time since I like shopped for a Tarte foundation. But anyway, it wore really nicely, really did enjoy it. However, I will not be repurchasing this because there are 2 foundations that I feel like are pretty good drugstore dupes. So the NYX Born to Glow, it's more on the glowy side than this one. And the NYX Born to Glow is a medium coverage foundation, but I feel like it wears the same. I have all the same like pros to it. And then the CoverGirl Outlast 3-in-1 foundation with the red cap is really spot on similar to this. Like it's a full coverage foundation. And again, it wears really nicely and never looks cakey. So when I have 2 options at the drugstore that I like just as much as this one, why would I shell out, you know, $38-ish on a foundation? So there's that. I have a concealer in here. This is actually my new favorite concealer. This is from Rare Beauty. This is their Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. Now I get mine in the shade 140C. I think there is like a little bit of product left down in there, but I have taken my little spatula thing and tried to scrape and scrape as much as I can. The wand comes out dry, so I'm fine calling it done. Like I've taken out the stopper and everything like that. I did repurchase this. So this is a concealer that is not like thick like a Shape Tape concealer, but it's not like a serum consistency concealer either. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of in the middle of that. Blends out really nicely with a brush, with a sponge, with your finger. This is a concealer where I feel like you don't have to set it. Like there were days where I forgot to set my under eye concealer and it didn't last as long as it would have if I had set it, in my opinion, but it didn't like break down and like move around my face, and it didn't look like funny or creasy just because I hadn't set it. Like I feel like it looked pretty good 4 to 5 hours into the day, even without powdering. So I just really enjoyed that, enjoyed the way that it wore. And like I said, it was something that I repurchased. So then I also have a lip balm in here. This is from Pharmacy. This is the Honey Butter Lip Balm. I do not dig out my lip balms. I just feel like it's too much of a hassle. But this, I have to say, is one of my favorite tried and true lip balms. Like if you struggle with dry lips, this is great. However, I struggle to want to repurchase these because it does come in at a $10 price point, and it is such a soft formula. I blow through these in a month. I'm not that well off to where I can spend $10 a month on lip balm. You know what I mean? I need it to last at least 2 months for me to justify that price tag. So when these like go on sale, or like I'm just, you know, shopping at Sephora and like, let's just say like, oh, well, you've only spent like, you know, $15, like why don't just chuck this in? Like I'll do it then. Or like I get it as gifts and I'm always appreciative for it. Like I said, it is my favorite lip balm, but I just can't stomach that price tag. All right, so I do have a mascara. This is from Milk Makeup. This is their Kush mascara. This is the little mini like half sample guy. Laura sweetly sent this to me. She knows this is my favorite mascara and I really do love it. So this is one of those mascaras that's really wet though. I find that I have to open it and let it sit for a week or two. If you open this and use it straight away, you're gonna get some transfer onto your lids because it is just such an intensely wet formula. But once it kind of dries out a little bit, I never experienced that. I love the way that this lengthens and volumizes my lashes. I don't need to use a lash primer when I use this mascara. Like it just holds up so well. It is my favorite, hands down. And I did finally treat myself this year during the Sephora VIB sale and pick up a full size of it. I had also had this open since September, just in case you're curious. I don't follow that 3 to 4 month rule. I go until they go. When they start flaking or they've really dried out and I just can no longer like use them successfully, that's when I just let them go. All right, so the last makeup item, this is from Bare Minerals. This is one of their powder concealers. I tore off the label, but I will tell you this was in the shade Bisque, which was on the more pink side. I did not like this as much as I liked the Well Rested one. Well Rested was more on the yellow side and I felt like it just played better with my complexion personally. Also, what I noticed with this one was, I don't know, even though they're from the same line, like this and the Well Rested, I feel like this one just, it would crease and look a little bit cakey on me. And it's funny because I was going in with less product of this since it was a pink shade, and I felt like you could tell that I had it on if I went in with as much powder as I would like using Well Rested. So just kind of funny that this one was like cakey and like a little bit harder to work with, but I'm glad that I finished it off, glad that it's out of my collection. I go back and forth on if I want to repurchase them or not because they were great and I liked what they did. However, I felt like I plowed through them too quickly for the to like justify that $22 price point. If they went on sale again at Ulta, I would consider rebuying them at that point because then it's a little bit easier to stomach. But yeah, I just blew through them both too quickly to want to live that lifestyle, you know? That's it though. That's all the empties. I thank you so much for making it through because we all know this video is going to be over 30 minutes. I just can't help myself. I like to ramble. So I do appreciate your time. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please, as we do every month, what's your most exciting empty? I always love to hear that. I honestly don't know what I would consider my most exciting empty this month. I feel like I had a lot of products and I'm glad that I got through so many products, but nothing was like super exciting or noteworthy in my opinion. But you let me know down below if you think that that's wrong and that I did actually have an exciting like empty. So yeah, I thank you so much. I hope you're having a good day, a good night, or a good whatever. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.